The next step in the restoration of my Waltham is poising the balance wheel. This task cannot be done without a dedicated balance poising tool. In my case, I'm using a vintage favorite poising tool, which I was fortunate enough to acquire many years ago. So, let's begin. The process is slow, methodical, and highly repetitive. In total, it took me more than an hour to complete, simply because the same sequence of steps must be repeated again and again. The first stage is testing the balance wheel on the ruby rails of the poising tool and identifying its heaviest point. As you can clearly see, the balance wheel is out of poise. Instead of settling naturally, it tends to swing back and forth. My goal is to achieve perfect equilibrium, where the balance wheel no longer shows any tendency to rotate toward a heavy spot. The next step is removing one of the balance screws. You may have noticed that on a movement of this quality, the balance screws are made of gold. Of course, the actual value of the gold is negligible, as only a very small amount is used. Its purpose is primarily decorative, while also offering excellent resistance to corrosion. Now comes the delicate part, reducing the weight of the screw. I remove material from the underside of the screw so that the modification remains completely invisible when viewed from the front of the balance wheel. This step requires patience and a very gentle touch. And then, it's back to the poising tool for another test. And finally, I achieved the result I was aiming for. The balance wheel now rolls smoothly and evenly along the rails. The wheel is poised.